What's up, y'all? It's your girl, and I'm back for another video. All right, so it's early morning. I just got up. I just got myself together somewhat, slightly. And today's baby shower day. But I'm gonna record this video real fast. Can I get this on? And tuck my hair back. I'm gonna record this baby shower video I'm going to record this video real fast on my phone so I can get it up for you guys. Gotta make sure my little bow is cute, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to just wash my face and stuff real quick. But while I'm doing my morning facial routine or whatever, hold on a second. While I'm doing my morning facial routine, I figured I might as well chat with y'all real quick and explain some things, okay? About why I lied about everything that's going on. So anyway, I'm gonna use this Pond's Pollution Out Impurity Facial Foam. I got this from the 99-cent only store, and I'm gonna use that with, Pond's is one of my favorite brands to use, probably because it's something I grew up off of just because my mom always uses Pond's. So she's always used Pond's, so it's something that I've always been around, so it's a brand that I trust. Anyway, it's got activated charcoal in it, and then my Pond's Perfect Color Complex Beauty Cream for normal to dry skin, and so this to cleanse and this to moisturize. Let's get in, shall we? So I'm gonna go ahead and go in here. So my fingers are still numb, really numb because it's morning time. But anyway, so I am just coming to talk to you guys today because, you know, these reaction videos are out there, right? Of course, because you want to catch some momentum off of what your girl is doing. It's the way of life for YouTube. You could be mad at it all you want, but it's not going to stop. It's going to happen. People want a piece of the pie, which is why they do the videos. If you want to have something to say that's not super negative, I support your hustle. If all you have to say is negative, well then you're a clout chaser. Honestly, you're probably a clout chaser either way. But either way, like I was saying, so of course with being an internet YouTube celebrity or whatever, there comes this, I don't know, level of everybody thinks you're always lying. You know what I mean? When I first announced the whole thing with hubby, nobody wanted to believe that. Everybody was like, she's lying. This is not true. You know, she's not blah, blah, blah. And then as time goes on and I talk about it more, people were like, oh, I guess he really did leave. And then when I say things like, I found out recently that I may not have to have a C-section, which I'm really pushing for because really who wants to have a C-section? After finding out, meeting with my high-risk doctor, people were like, well, she lied about the C-section the entire time. And there's some like facts that are really wrong here. Like somebody for some reason seems to think that I said that the only reason why I was getting a C-section was so that I could get my tubes tied. And people are saying that in some states you have to get your husband's permission to get your tubes tied. I don't know anything about that, but let me just break down a few things for you guys, okay? So, try to get this all over. I love this cream. It's like thick and creamy, and it doesn't have like a really strong smell, which I always like. It doesn't have a real strong smell either, which I also like. But anyway, put this on here and let this sit for a few minutes while we chit. Make sure I get up here. I tend to get a lot of bumps up here because this is where I put like my gels and stuff, like, you know, up in this area. But anyway, so number one, okay. I have talked, first of all, I shouldn't have to say this, but if I choose to get my tubes tied, that's my personal decision. And people are allowed to change their minds. Okay, so I don't want you guys to, don't ever set in stone anything until you see it done, until you see a video saying it's done. You see what I'm saying? So, and that's just for any YouTuber. I'm a human being just like you guys are. And, you know, sometimes I might say, oh, I might want to do this and change my mind. It's different. You know, it just happens. Now, as far as right now, I have put tube tying on the back burner. Why? Because that requires me to have surgery that I'm not trying to have right this moment. Okay. And for some other reasons that I found out, like people who have their tubes tied, there are complications with that. And I am one of those people that where if there's complications, I probably will have those complications. I understand there's some people who are like, I've had it done and I have had no complications, but they're just like the thing with like C-sections. People, we have this discussion in my Melanin Mamas group, by the way. If you're not on my Melanin Mamas page on Facebook, please add yourself. It's a mommy's Facebook group, and we have fun. We talk, and we chat, and we share our lives and things like that. So I'm putting way too much of this on. All right, I'm done. So I usually do my neck too, but fuck it. All right, anyway. So, you know, it's Melanin Mamas on Facebook. So add yourself if you're not added. So anyway, like I was saying, let me go get a towel, hold on. I've had more people than not saying that they've had like to have like a vaginal ablation or something like that. I think that's what it's called, where they like burn the inside of your uterus or whatever. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I know somebody's gonna be like, you have that wrong. Or have had a hysterectomy or something like that. And I just, personally, I want to keep my vagina. I know I may not use it for much after this, but I just want to keep it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to go through complication, extra surgeries and stuff like that. So I'm right now, I'm like, I don't have to make that decision right now. That's my air freshener. I don't have to make that decision right now. I can wait and make that decision at a later date. And right now, it's a slippery slope and I don't want to walk down it. I can make that decision afterwards. And honestly, if everything goes according to plan and I can have a vaginal delivery, then I can make that decision in 6 weeks or so after I've had the baby. If I make the appointment and set the date, y'all will be the first to know. Okay? Does that bring you some type of comfort? Great, I hope it does, because y'all are pressed. Girl, I may not get my tubes tied, and I might. And also some people have been saying that I've seen that I lied about the C-section because of that, because of the tubal. And it's like, no. No. First of all, I never said that. I said I had to have a C-section for other medical reasons, is what I said. And what I also said was, if I choose at that time, I could have my tubes done at the same time. That's what my doctor told me. Now, I'm not sure about what everybody else's doctor or information is. I'm going off of what my doctor told me. Okay, so he said if I have a C-section, if I want my tubes tied at the same time, I can get that done at the same time. So don't take my words out of context. Give them back. Put them in the line that I gave them to you in. Okay, let's just clarify that right now. Also, I know that's crazy, but work with me, girl. So that's that. And then the C-section was never a lie. I told you guys that I had a low-lying placenta, which has since moved from my cervix, which is great. This is a blessing. And also the shoulder dystocia. That's not shit that you can make up. I don't know anybody who just makes up shoulder dystocia. It's not even something that's widely talked about. Like if you do a YouTube search for it, you don't see much about shoulder dystocia or cholestasis. So it's not something that I would ever imagine anybody wanting to lie about, because it's not something to play with. So the shoulder dystocia, I've explained it many times before. It's just something that you can't plan for, you can't prepare for, and it just happens. If you don't believe me, go back and look at my birth video with Blaze. You will see in that birthing video, I did add some footage, and I put in that video, I showed the clip of where he got stuck, kind of, and they had to like pop him out. And I put, I think in the caption, I don't know if I actually said shoulder dystocia or if I said like he got stuck or something like that. But go back and watch that video. Do your research, girl. Do your research. Ain't nobody got to lie about that. Clarify that. I brought receipts today. So anyway, but after talking with my high-risk doctor, like I said in the last video, she told me that because of the baby being smaller, those risks go down a lot more than if I were to carry him to 40 weeks or beyond. So that right there, she's like, I don't think that you should need to have a C-section. Different doctors have different opinions. Whoa, who would have known? You know, and I just want to go with the vaginal. That's what I want to go with. I could easily walk in and say, hey, I want a C-section. And I'm sure they're going to say, sure, you can have one. But at the same time, if I really, really want to push for a vaginal delivery, and I can, if it's within my control, I'm going to. And I think that's, I mean, as a woman, as a mother, we should be able to choose our method of delivery. And it shouldn't be something that's like, oh my gosh, she's lying about even having to have a C-section in the first place because she's having vaginal. I didn't get to choose. This is recent. You're finding out right around the time I found out. So it's like, up until this point, I thought I had no other choice but to have a C-section because that would be best. Until I got the smarts or whatever, got the idea to talk to my high-risk doctor and ask, hey, what are you doing? Get out of there. And she was like, no, I don't see why you would have to have, because she brought up induction. And I was like, well, I thought I was going to have to get a C-section. Would I not have to get a C-section? You know what I'm saying? And she's like, no, I don't see why you would have to have a C-section. I mean, I understand that the risks, but the risks are greatly reduced because of how early you're delivering. So I'm like, okay. So I asked her to forward that information, her thoughts and all that over to my OB. And I took her information plus my information plus whatever else over to my OB. And we had a discussion. And so we are going to do vaginal delivery. I don't want to get into a whole debate on whether people feel like doctors schedule C-sections because of the convenience or because of the money or because of whatever else. I like my doctor. I feel like he's down to earth. I feel like he's not pushy, you know, with the whole C-section, but he was very adamant on the C-section. But at the same time, like I said, if I don't have to have it, I don't want it. And that's just me. Judge me not, okay? Honestly, y'all, it's my baby, it's my body, it's my vagina, it's my uterus. I get to do whatever I want to do, and you guys are just here to watch. So let me wash my face real quick. Okay. Whew. So just scrap this stuff off. Whew. I feel like a new lady. I don't know about you guys, but when you wash your face, it just makes you feel so good. Okay, much better. Like, I just feel cleaner. I wonder if I look cleaner. Does my face look cleaner? Anyway. Hey, y'all, stop. I'm gonna take some cocoa butter, and I'm going to, I got the stick. I'm gonna put some of this on my lips. I like putting cocoa butter on my lips. I'm gonna also put some under my eyes. Cocoa butter is good for your skin too. But anyway, so like I was saying, girl, just bear with me, okay? We're gonna get there to the end. I could plan for a vaginal and still end up having a C-section. You know what I'm saying? I planned for a C-section and ended up being able to schedule an induction. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with my face cream. So, you know, like, you just never really know. I won't know until I go in there. I could go in there for a planned hey, stop. I could go in there for a planned induction and come out, have had it, you know, with a C-section. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? I just don't need, I really just want you guys to understand that. Some people are saying that it's a lie that I said about a C-section because my husband has to sign off on, what's that called? In some states, I'm not sure if this is one of them, but my doctor never mentioned that. So I'm not sure. He never mentioned that when I asked about a tubal, when I asked for it. So maybe it's just because we never got too far into the conversation or what. So I'm not sure about all that. Don't get me to lying. I'm not sure what Nevada's state law is as far as tubal ligations and being married and all that. But I guarantee you, if I wanted to have a tubal, all I have to do is call and let him know that I want a tubal and I need him to sign off or whatever. And I'm sure he would do it. He's not going to hold me back from not having any more kids because we're separating. I mean, that's just childish. I find it absolutely ridiculous that you would even have to have your husband's permission to get a tubal. Does he have to get your permission to get a vasectomy? Like, I find that ridiculous. But if that's the truth, I'm sure there's got to be some way to get around that. But I'm just not educated enough, nor do I care, because I'm trying to stay away from a C-section and a tubal right now. So, you know, that's a whole nother topic conversation for another day. But I just wanted to let you guys know what my situation is. I don't need anybody out here trying to call me a liar over something so petty. It's just a C-section. It's just tubes, but they're all mine. My decisions, my life, my vagina, my uterus. You know what I'm saying? Just mine, all me, mine. Let me just ask y'all to do me a favor. Before you call me a liar about something, make sure you do your research and know for sure that it's a lie. Because 9 times out of 10, you just don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You just don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Or you missed the live stream where I addressed that. Or you missed the video where I addressed it. So just try and do some research. Because everybody's state's different. Everybody's life's different. Everybody's things are different. So, being a YouTuber is hard. Oh my God, my face feels so good. I ain't gonna lie. Like, new life. I hope I don't look like I'm about to be 29 or 30 next year. I mean, I'm hoping I'm giving off like at least 25. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself together and get set up for this shower that we got going on later on today. I'm going to go live after this video and make a quick video about, I'm going to go live after this and make a quick announcement about that baby shower video. I'm going to have to push it back an hour, but nonetheless, it's still happening today. So I hope everybody can make it. The kids are getting loud and rowdy, so it's time for me to go. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all next video. Bye.